Here we go. You guys ready? I'm feeling ready. It's award season, baby. You feeling the spice, Michael? You feeling ready and awake?
I'm don't have my coffee in me, but I know I'm about to feel awake because of all the crazy surprises that are about to hit us today. Because I gave my predictions last night, and I felt like I kind of played it a bit too safe. I was trying to go with some of the Critics' Choice picks and everything, and I'm like, the Golden Globes, they'll swing us. They'll do some major left field picks that you're just not expecting that are kind of peak, to be honest. But like they'll sometimes do that, and you're just like, whoa, what? And so I'm expecting some to be pretty shocked today. But I'm excited. This is the first major televised award show that is coming to us, and this is a huge indicator, especially New Globes, for what to expect when it comes to the Oscars because of like how international it is and everything. So
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what those kind of lower ranking movies do, like the Train Dreams and the F1s, the ones that are kind of on the outside of potentially having big wins here. So if Train Dreams does well, it's going to do well at the Oscars. But if it doesn't, maybe it's dead,
yeah,
We're
maybe.
seeing the stage now. Let's make it. I'm not getting any audio. I don't think it started yet. So
yeah, I don't think it's actually started. I don't think we have any audio yet from it. But yeah, like
I have up here on my screen at least the awards expert predictions. So I'm going to be going through as we see and seeing what matches up, what doesn't.
Good
in terms
morning.
Of what people think's going to happen. Here we go.
Before we start, I'd just like to say we want every nominee to get their due today. So
Beyond Belief in the chat says they're rooting for Amy Madison for most supporting actress.
After each nomination, we'd like to get an applause.
Michael, I'm getting an echo through the back of you right now.
Today.
Oh, they're backing me?
We'd like to just
Yeah,
check.
I can hear the audio through your
Appreciate
feed.
it. Thank you very much. We're going to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of the Golden Globes, Helen.
I'm also looking
Redknapp.
forward to seeing Amy Madigan. I hope she does well here. She has to do well here, right? Because if she's gonna have that sleeper campaign, it's gotta hit here. If she doesn't hit here, what are we even? That's not happening.
Helen Redknapp.
You're still echoing.
They're still echoing?
We will present our first group of nominations immediately following this.
Good morning and welcome to the announcement of the 83rd Annual Golden Globe nominations.
Why is it? Oh,
We will present our first.
Hosted by acclaimed Golden Globe, Grammy, and Emmy-nominated comedian and actress Nikki Glaser, the Golden Globes will take place here at the Beverly Hilton Hotel on Sunday, January 11th, airing live on CBS.
She did really good last year,
streaming
hosting.
on Paramount Plus.
She was great. I think she'll be
The show
really
is
good this year.
produced by Dick Clark Productions, along with White
It's
Cherry
good not to give us
Entertainment.
some crazy host. Like I
We're
understand you don't want
thrilled
to
to have
repeat
with
all the
us this
time, but
morning
sometimes
Emmy-winning
it's good.
executive
You know,
producer, Golden
if you take a
Globe
risk and
showrunner
sometimes you
and
get
director
someone,
Glenn
I don't remember
Weiss,
who the guy was that hosted
as well
recently
as
at the award show,
Emmy-winning
didn't do very
executive
well.
producer and
Oh
showrunner
yeah,
Vicky Kershaw.
it is always fine to do repeated posts with the same year. So that's not if you know like it went
The
well.
Golden Globes
Last
voting
time,
body
why
is
not just repeat it?
comprised of 400 experienced entertainment journalists representing 95 countries and regions around the world. Ballots are being supervised by the accounting firm KPMG, and joining us today are Filippo Polisi Alibrandi, Michelle Ron, and Sean Carty. This year, the Golden Globes will honor recipients.
So you gave
of
your
the
predictions
prestigious
last night. Were there
Leslie
any?
Knoll
Is there one or two
Award-winning
categories you
awards
have any
during
sleepers in?
the
Or
new
you said you went a little
annual
safe. Is there
primetime
anything you're
special,
rooting for on
Golden
the
Week,
outside?
So I
airing
have in
Thursday,
score,
January 8th at 8 p.m.
because of how
on
international they
CBS
are, I
and
have
streaming
Surratt
on
getting
Paramount
into
Plus.
score, and that's just like
Now,
a
to present our first
out
group
there
of
kind of
nominations,
one, and
it is
then
my honor
maybe
to
on the outside
introduce
looking in, I have the lead
multi-talented
actor from
actor,
Surratt.
comedian,
I'll see, but
writer, producer, and
I also have
director
Russell
Marlon
Crowe from
Wayans,
Nuremberg
along
getting in.
Oh, that will be a good one.
I ordered 200 hand-forged
And-
knives to my
and,
Oh
daughter.
god, I'm watching an ad right when they're
Website to
trying to
sell
review the.
wow.
Come on, YouTube. Come on.
along
Oh,
with
you
star from critically acclaimed CBS drama Matlock, Sky.
Whatever that was an ad for, don't buy it.
Yeah, they fucked with our promos. Don't lie.
Sky, please get us started.
And I have the secret agent and director because I
Best
think that
performance
could
by a
be
male actor in a
something
television
kinda
series
surprising.
drama.
Oh, we're starting with TV. This is more you
Sterling
than
K.
me.
Brown, Paradise.
Yeah.
Diego Luna, Andor.
Andor. Look at
Andor.
that.
Gary Oldman, Slow Horses. Mark Ruffalo, Task.
Oh,
Adam Scott, Severance. Noah Wiley, The Pit.
the boy.
Rooting for Noah Wiley there.
Best Original Score, Motion Picture. Alexander Duplat, Frankenstein.
Okay.
Frankenstein gets in.
Ludwig Göransson, Sinners.
Of course.
Johnny Greenwood, One Battle After Another.
Yes.
Candy Ray, Surratt.
Surratt gets in. There you go.
Richter, Hamnet. Hans Zimmer, F1.
F1.
Oh,
Wow, wait.
Best
Oh,
television
man.
limited series,
I didn't-
anthology series, or motion picture.
Took that
made for
out of my
television.
prediction.
I had that one in. I did not
Adolescence,
have
Netflix.
Surratt.
All Her Fault, Peacock. The Beast in Me.
I'm feeling
No,
that
they-
F1 comeback tonight.
that means they
Black
got
Mirror,
rid of
Netflix.
Begonia in that category. That's sad,
Dying
man.
for
That score's
Sex,
great.
FX on Hulu.
I think Begonia is going to be dead.
The Girlfriend,
honestly.
Prime Video.
Kind of didn't really hit like it should have. It didn't have that big runaway. Everyone loved
Best
it kind of
performance by a male
reaction,
actor in
you
a
know?
supporting role in any motion picture.
Best supporting actor now.
Benicio del Toro. One Battle After Another.
Yeah, I went with this.
Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein.
Jacob Elordi gets in.
Yeah.
Paul Mescal, Hamnet.
Yes.
Paul Mescal, yeah.
Sean Penn, One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, Jay Kelly.
Adam Sandler also makes it in.
Okay.
Stellan Skarsgård.
All right, so
That's
the
the 6 right there.
six.
Marlon.
There we go.
It was good to see Sandler make it in and Elordi. They're both kind of on the edge for me.
Those names.
Yeah, that was good to see.
Marlon. Best original song, motion picture. Dream as One. Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Avatar makes it
Music
in.
by Miley Cyrus, Andrew
had
Wyatt,
that
Mark
one, man.
Ronson, Simon Franklin. Lyrics by Miley Cyrus, Andrew Wyatt, Mark Ronson, and Simon Franklin. Golden, K-pop, Demon Hunters. Music by Jungkook Kwak, Johan Lee, Si Dong Nam, and Jung Hoon Soo.
It's always funny seeing him struggle with the names of
Lyrics
artists.
by Kim Injae, Kim Unjae, Mark Sonnenblick.
He's like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Somebody's mama at home right now going, what? Who? I lied to you, sinners. Music by Raphael Sadiq, Ludwig Göransson. Lyrics by Raphael Sadiq and Ludwig G. Ronson. No Place Like Home, Wicked for Good.
Oh my
Music by
God.
Stephen
Get
Schwartz.
out of here with
Lyrics
that.
by Stephen Schwartz.
fuck.
Maybe we got to keep that one in there
Let's
after
hope
all.
all names are like that one. Okay, The Girl in the Bubble, Wicked for
Yeah.
Good, by
Wicked
music
song's
by
good.
Stephen Schwartz. Lyrics by Stephen Schwartz. Train Dreams, music by Nick Cave, Bryce Dessner, lyrics by Nick Cave.
I'm sorry I took out
Best
Testimony of
performance
Leah
by male
picture
actor in a supporting
because
role
goddamn
on
this
television,
song.
Owen Cooper, Adolescence. Billy Crudup, The Morning Show.
A lot of categories.
Walter
A lot of
Goggins,
movies
White
just
Lotus.
got killed and survived in that one
Jason
category. We'll
Isaac,
talk about that
White
afterwards,
Lotus.
but
I know.
didn't expect
Terrell
Wicked to get a double
Tillman,
there.
Severance.
Did not either.
Ashley Walters,
up.
Adolescence.
No Place at Home. Really, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
That song
Best
is
motion
bad.
picture, non-English language. It was just an accident. France, Neon. No Other Choice, South Korea, Neon. The Secret Agent, Brazil, Neon. Sentimental Value, Norway, Neon.
Yeah.
So good.
Surratt, Spain, Neon.
We get all 5 in.
The Voice of Hind Rajab,
Oh, I was one off. I was
Tunisia.
thinking it might be
Really?
that. I went with Sound of Falling. Damn.
I think right in there we've
I
got
see
the
them looking
Oscar lineup. There's not room for a lot of surprise
Best
anymore
performance
there.
by female actor in a supporting role on television.
What if
Carrie
Neon
Coon,
gets all
White
5?
Lotus,
That would be insane. If
Erin
Neon gets all
Doherty.
5 and
Adolescence.
did it.
Hannah Eibender,
Neon had a great year at the international list.
Catherine O'Hara,
They did.
Studio. Parker Posey, White Lotus. Amy Lou Wood, White Lotus. Sky.
No Place Like Home. Come on.
God.
I was really
Screenplay,
looking
motion
for something
picture.
exciting in that
Paul
category.
Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another.
There we are.
Ronald Bronstein, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme. Ryan Coogler, Sinners. Jafar Banahi, It Was Just an Accident.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Eskil Volt, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value.
Yeah.
Chloe Zhao, Maggie O'Farah, Hamnet.
Clean 6 right there.
Best performance by a male actor in a television series, musical, or comedy. Adam Brody, nobody wants this. Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building.
There's
Glenn
Andrew.
Powell, Chad Powers.
I know.
Seth Rogen, The
Andrew's going to be
Studio.
happy about both the Wicked songs.
Martin
so.
Short, Only Murders in the Building. Jeremy Allen White, The Bear.
He's gonna
I
be
will
like,
say, I wish the
Best performance by a male
sheriff
actor in a
company could
limited
have
series,
had
anthology
a run
series,
here,
or
you
a
know?
motion picture made for
Wonder if that was
television.
out of the eligibility
Jacob
range or
Elordi.
whatever, but
The Narrow Road.
Tim
to
Robinson
Deep
should be
North.
on this list, you know?
yeah.
Paul Giamatti.
I
Black
just don't
Mirror.
know if like the Globes really
Stephen Graham, Adolescence.
liked the chair company.
Charlie Hunnam,
I
Monster.
know.
The
'Cause
Ed
it-
Gein Story.
I know the Emmys will get
Jude Law,
stuff
Black
for that.
Rabbit.
and for the chair
Matthew
company.
Reese,
But I just
The
don't know if
Beast in Me.
that's the Globes.
Best performance by a female actor
Really
in
liked it.
a television series
I thought
drama.
the chair company might show up at the Critics' Choice, but
Kathy
did
Bates,
not make it.
Matlock.
Kathy
Yeah.
Bates. Let's get Kathy Bates
Britt
a win.
Lauer,
You love
Severance.
Kathy Bates.
Oh yeah, we all love
Helen
Kathy Bates.
Mirren, Mobland.
And it's supposedly her last
Bella
role.
Ramsey, Last of Us.
Matlock.
Carrie
And
Russell, The
So it's just
Diplomat.
like,
Happy to see Bella Ramsey make it.
Rhea
in.
Seahorn, Pluribus.
It's not their fault. This season was kind of a wreck.
yeah.
You could read, girl. Damn. Best performance by a female actor in a television, musical, or comedy. Kristen Bell. Nobody wants this.
Such a disappointment.
Io Edoberry, The Bear. Selena Gomez, Only Murders in the Building. Natasha Lyonne, Poker Face. Jenna Ortega, Wednesday.
Wow.
Jean Smart.
Jenna Ortega.
Hacks.
Very nice.
Best performance
Interesting.
by a female actor in a limited series, anthology series, or a motion picture made for television. Claire Danes, The Beast in Me.
I need to see that.
Christina Jones, Black Mirror. Amanda Seyfried, Long Bright River. Sarah Snook,
How's that?
All Her Fault. Michelle Williams, Dying for Sex.
I saw Long
Robert
Bright
Wright.
River. I mean, the Seyfried's really good in it.
Best Motion Picture,
Yeah.
Animated. Arco, Neon.
Mhm.
Demon Slayer, Kimetsu.
Wow. What in the hell?
Yes.
Now there's a good one. There's a twist for you.
Aniplex, Crunchyroll, Sony Pictures.
You got to watch
Hulu,
out for that at the Oscars.
Helio, Walt Disney,
They
Motion
always
Pictures,
surprise with this.
K-pop, Demon
category.
Hunters, Netflix.
I think you could see that in the
Little
box
Am I
office.
Lie, or the Rain character of Rangy Kids. Zootopia
Jeez.
2, Walt Disney, Motion Pictures Studios.
Man,
Not your turn yet, Sky.
Demon
Calm
Slayer.
down.
is- Wow.
That's
Best
really
performance
exciting.
by
That's
a
the biggest
female
surprise
actor
so
in a
far.
Supporting role in any motion picture.
Sure.
Emily Blunt, The Smashing Machine.
Emily
Oh my
Blunt.
God.
The Smashing
Ellie
Machine
Fanning,
lives.
Sentiment of Value.
The Smashing
Ariana
Machine
Grande,
lives. Is Dwayne
Wicked,
Johnson
for
about
good.
to get in?
Inga Ibsdottir Lilas, Sentiment of Value. Amy Madigan, Weapons. Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. Go on, Tutu. Best Director, Motion
Noel
Picture.
Fanning.
Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. Ryan Coogler,
Wow.
Sinners.
Jeez.
Guillermo del
This is
Toro,
out again.
Frankenstein. Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident. Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value. Chloe Zhao, Hamnet. Helen. Thank you.
All right. So I'm just gonna.
We still have 10 important nominations to announce. Those will be revealed at exactly 5:30 a.m. when we will be joined live by CBS Mornings. We're
Okay,
going
we
to
got a
take a
second.
short break, so please stay with
Okay,
us.
cool.
Give us
We'll
give
see
us
you
your
at
reactions. We had a
5:30
couple of
a.m.
big surprises in there, and animation particularly, and supporting actress. What do you want to talk
Yeah.
about first?
Oh, damn. So last night when I was doing this, I listened to the Oscar expert instead of Brother Bro. All right, because I watched their Golden Globe predictions, and the Oscar expert was like, "Dude, I just don't see any room for like them making big surprises here. We have to go with In Your Dreams." And then like Brother Bro was like saying, "Dude, Demon Slayer. Like I feel like they could like surprise that." And he's like, "Yeah, but you have to be like a fan or whatever to even enjoy that movie and such." And so like. And so I listened to Oscar expert, not Brother Bro, and I put in Your Dreams. And I was thinking in my head, Demon Slayer might get in, and it does get in. And I'm mad at myself for doing that. But someone just messaged me and questioned Little Amelie. Did Little Amelie not make it in?
It did not.
Oh my
There was
god!
no Little Amelie.
Oh my god! That is surprising because
In Your Dreams, I believe, was the surprise in there.
yeah, In Your Dreams, the thing still got in. So I was right in having that in, but like I expected Little Amelie to stay in because it's it's G Kids and the Globe seem to love those type of movies. But man, was not expecting that. That was a nice little surprise. Some of the categories like supporting actor, they played it safe in, all that stuff, and screenplay, like all the ones that I like expected. I was right in putting Surratt in original score. I thought that was great. That was a nice little surprise as well. I think Surratt is really creeping up now, and I think that we really got to keep it in for international feature at the Oscars, maybe even a couple other categories.
They have not revealed leading actor, correct?
They have not revealed leading actor yet. No.
So is Dwayne Johnson sneaking in that list? Because Emily Blunt kept Smashing Machine alive. I really wonder about The Rock surviving award season somehow and actually showing up here.
Who did she replace then?
Elle Fanning did not make the cut.
Elle Fanning did not make the cut? Oh shit. Yeah. Elle Fanning is misses out again.
As well as Gwyneth Paltrow, who was on the list to potentially make the cut, did not make the cut.
Damn.
I personally kind of bet against Elle Fanning because she's a name, but once you watch the movie, she's not extremely present in the movie. She doesn't really give a ton compared to the rest of the cast. So if someone from that movie is going to miss, it's going to be her because I just don't think she has the revelatory performance that the other two give. So I think this is going to be the first of a few misses for her. I don't think she's going to make it in at the Oscars. I think this is a sign that the other two are going to get more praise than she's going to get. It's going to be a 3-nomination acting movie, and she's not going to be in the 3.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think now she's going to be out of it, and I think that your 5 are going to be Gwyneth Paltrow, Ariana Grande, Tiana Taylor, Amy Madigan, and Inga Ibsdottir. I think those are like going to be your main 5 come the Oscars. But that was kind of a little surprising. I had the safe 6 going into that. And then I
ended up swapping Elle Fanning out for mine because I didn't think she'd make it, but I thought Gwyneth Paltrow would be on that list. Kind of surprising category there for sure.
I had "Clothed by the Sun" from The Testament of Anne Lee in for Best Original Song because that's a musical and such. And now I'm glad I took it out of Best Picture Musical or Comedy because I'm just like, if they didn't even get the song in there, I don't know if it'll get in for picture now, but that's just to have both Wicked songs in there.
Yeah, people were, I think, very reactionary to write Wicked off and say, "Oh, Wicked's dead" in all these categories. It must not be, right? Like it got both the songs in. People were immediately writing off at least one of the songs. It seems like Wicked is going to do fine, and maybe you got to keep it in for that picture 10. Maybe you got to start keeping it in for other acting categories. Everyone was like, Cynthia Erivo's gone. Maybe she's not gone, I think there's a chance Wicked just does way better than we thought it was going to do.
Yeah. I mean,
also in song, we had Train Dreams sticking it alive in there as a category it really needed to get. It has to get those those down the line categories that it has any level of a shot in if it wants to stay alive in picture at the Oscars. So it has to be thinking about song, it has to be thinking about score, it has to be thinking about other categories that could be alive in.
Well, I have it in picture drama for the Globes tonight or this morning. So here's hoping that they can do well. I have that in for that category, and I have Joel Edgerton getting in. So, I think that Train Dreams is really picking up steam right now. And right now I have it at like number 11 in picture. If it gets the Globe today for best drama, I will stick it in my 10 for picture. But like now it's at like number 11. It's like right on the outskirts, basically.
I also made note of Jake Kelly being more alive than we thought it was going to be. Adam Sandler sticking around. George Clooney maybe popping up later.
Adam Sandler, I think it's going to be one of those ones that we get super duper excited about because we're like, oh, yes, okay, finally his time is coming. And then I think, he's going to get into a bunch of these different award shows and then be the person who gets out come the Oscars. And then it's going to be just like Stellan, Sean, Benicio, Paul, and Jacob.
One last big surprise is Guillermo del Toro making it for director. He was not on people's radar necessarily to be nominated, but I've had him in the Oscars for a really long time. I think the direction of that movie is the particular reason it's so well received, right? It's visually stunning and it has very specific style to it and all that kind of stuff that really makes a directing nomination pay off. So I think Del Toro has a really good shot at getting that nomination at the Oscars as well because he got it here. I see no reason he won't get it at the Oscars also.
Yeah, I think him getting it here is big. I thought they were going to go with someone like the director of The Secret Agent or some other weird international kind of director, but they ended up going with Guillermo del Toro. And hey, I'm not upset because I think it's one of his directed movies he's done in quite some time. So but I had the rest of them at least. I had a
Best Television Series Drama.
other 5.
The Diplomat, Netflix. The Pit, HBO Max.
The Pit.
Pluribus, Apple.
Oh no, Ed's
Oh no!
right in the middle of the drama category. Pluribus
Apple
made it in.
TV. The White Lotus,
Good.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Slow Horses
Best
and
performance
Severance.
by a male actor in a motion picture, musical,
Nice.
or comedy. Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme,
Yep.
To me,
George Clooney, Jay
George
Kelly,
Clooney makes it in. I tell
Leonardo
you,
DiCaprio, One Battle After
Jake
Another.
Kelly is sniffing that
Ethan
best
Hawke,
picture
Blue
spot.
Moon,
Ethan Hawke,
Lee Byung-hun,
Yes.
No Other Choice, Jesse Plemons, Bugonia.
Begonia, still alive.
Best
Oh,
performance
that's
by a
all
female
six I had.
actor in a motion
Damn
picture,
it.
musical, or comedy. Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
He's creeping
Good for
up.
her.
He's
Cynthia
creeping up.
Erivo,
Yeah.
Wicked for Good.
Cynthia makes it.
Kate
think she
Hudson, Song Sung Blue. Chase Infinity, One Battle After Another. Amanda Seyfried, The Testament of Anne
Oh,
Lee.
okay, she still gets in.
And to live.
Emma Stone, Bugonia.
Yes, that's the 6 I
Spicy
had.
category.
Best television series, musical, or comedy. Abbott Elementary, ABC.
Didn't give the acting
The Bear,
category.
FX on Hulu. Hacks, HBO Max. Nobody Wants This, Netflix. Only Murders in the Building, Hulu. The Studio, Apple TV. Cinematic and box office achievement.
Everyone's
Avatar,
favorite.
Fire and Ash,
Expecting
Walt Disney
Demon Hunters
Studios
to show up
Motion
here.
Pictures. F1, Apple Original Films.
Guess not.
Cake Pop, Demon Hunters,
Yeah.
Netflix. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, Paramount Pictures. Sinners, Warner Brothers Pictures. Weapons, Warner Brothers Pictures,
Weapons.
New Line Cinema.
Nice pick for them.
Wicked for Good, Universal Pictures. Zootopia 2, Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Best Podcast,
Oh yeah.
Armchair
Oy,
Expert with
oy,
Dax
oy.
Shepard.
I was really
Wondery.
thinking we might get a Minecraft appearance at
Call Her
the
Daddy, Sirius
Yeah,
XM.
or how did Lilo and
Good
Stitch
Hang with Amy
not make it
Poehler,
in? Because that
Spotify.
made $1 billion.
Demel Robbins
Isn't it
Podcast.
awesome?
This
Sirius
category
XM.
makes no sense. They gave it to Mission
Smart
Impossible, a
List,
movie that did
Sirius
not
XM.
particularly do extremely well in the box
Up
office.
First, NPR.
Yeah. So it's just sort of like, okay,
Marlon?
I just don't get that category. And I mean,
Best
K-pop,
stand-up,
I guess, counts,
best
but
performance in a stand-up comedy or on television.
it
Bill
did
Maher.
it did
Is
do
anyone else seen this
well
HBO Max?
financially when it was in its when
Brett
it did its
Goldstein,
sing-along
second best night of your life, HBO Max. Kevin Hart, Acting My Age, Netflix. Kumail Nanjiani, Night Thoughts, Hulu. Ricky Gervais, Mortality, Netflix. Sarah Silverman, Postpartum, Netflix. Best performance by a male actor in a motion picture drama, Joel Edgerton, Train
Yes.
Dreams.
Train Dreams.
Oscar Isaac, Frankenstein.
Oscar Isaac.
Oh, I took him out.
Wayne Johnson, Smashing Machine.
Dwayne Johnson makes it in Smash
Michael
with
B.
double
Jordan,
nominations.
Siddons.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Wagner Morrow, The Secret Agent.
Tomorrow.
Jeremy Allen White, Springsteen,
Oh,
Deliver Me
yeah.
from Nowhere.
Still alive, Springsteen.
Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama, Jessie Buckley, Hamnet. Jennifer Lawrence, Die My Love.
Yeah.
Renata Reinsev, Sentimental Value. Julia Roberts, After the Hunt.
Julia Roberts.
Tessa Thompson, Hedda.
And Jodie Foster.
Eva Victor, Sorry Baby.
Oh, Eva Victor.
Sorry, baby. That's a great pick.
Oh, that's a great
Best
pick.
motion
I've heard
picture,
Jodie
musical or
Foster, 'cause
comedy,
They love her. But
Blue Moon, Sony
Cool.
Pictures.
Oh.
Begonia,
Blue Moon.
Focus Features.
What?
Marty Supreme,
In the
A24.
picture. Holy shit.
No Other Choice, Neon. Nouvelle Vague, Netflix.
What?
One
You're
battle
going crazy
after
with this
another. Warner
category.
Brothers Pictures.
What the fuck?
Nouvelle Vague. What a
Best
love
choice.
motion picture
Later.
drama, Frankenstein, Netflix.
No Jay Kelly.
Hamnet, Focus Features. It was just an accident, Neon. The Secret Agent, Neon. Sentimental
Oh, wow.
Value,
Okay.
Neon.
I almost
Sinners,
Secret-
Warner
I
Brothers
almost
Pictures.
Put in the Secret Agent. I almost did, but
Helen,
damn, no Train Dreams in a picture drama. Thought I was going to
That's
get in
really
there.
rough.
Pretty rough. I got in.
Congratulations to all of our nominees. Please join us for Hollywood's Party of the Year, the 83rd Annual Golden Globes on Sunday, January 11th, live at 5 p.m. Pacific on CBS
All
and
right.
Paramount Plus.
Dude. I'm shocked right now. How they nominated Nouvelle Vague for best musical or comedy, but they didn't nominate for best international feature? Like, what is going on? That's the only nomination Nouvelle Vague got.
That's the only nomination is Best Picture.
was best picture, and then Blue Moon. You know, it got in Ethan Hawke, but I guess with the Sony Pictures Classics name on there, I guess they just put all their stock onto that, because I thought, you know, that Sony Pictures Classics was going to get in like Russell Crowe and Jodie Foster, but I guess they put all their stock into Blue Moon, and it really has paid off for them, because Blue Moon now getting into picture is showing that I think that movie is a bit more of a threat than what we're expecting. I think it's might be creeping up at just the right time. So
Yeah, that's really good for Blue Moon to get both Ethan Hawke and the picture nomination in there is really, really a good move for them. And that was a movie people were really writing out and saying, oh, it might get Ethan Hawke maybe if it's lucky, but nothing else. And I think you got to watch it out for other categories, even in screenplay and stuff like that. If it really is something that people start watching over the next like month because of these nominations, does it take off? And yeah, Train Dreams really unfortunate. When it got in for a song, I thought, oh, it's going to have a great day. Got it for actor, but then ultimately did not get in for picture. That makes me very, very nervous about his picture chances at the Oscars. That's the one that's really like essentially number 10 or number 9 on the picture lineup for me. And this is not going to help me keep it safe in that lineup. So I'm thinking about pulling that thing. We'll see. I don't want to react too hard to just like one show's nominations, right? Because Train Dreams, maybe it just appeals to different voters and that kind of stuff. But
yeah, we'll see. But I also want to point out that Wicked for Good did not get a Best Picture nomination, despite getting in for Cynthia Erivo getting in for Ariana, getting both the original songs in, and the Stupid Cinematic and Box Office Achievement, or it got in several categories, and it missed picture. That's a major omission for it to miss for either Blue Moon or Nouvelle Vague, which is just kind of insane. And also Jay Kelly missed. You know, it's interesting. George Clooney seemed like he did well, and then Adam Sandler did well, but it's just like an odd thing. I'm trying to see anything else that missed that category, but I know
I'm going to read out the nominations right now for you for musical or comedy. We had the Blue Moon, Begonia, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Nouvelle Vague, and One Battle After Another.
Okay, so it was only Jay Kelly and Wicked for Good that missed, but
both of those are huge misses.
Yeah, those are both.
Wicked not getting in for a musical category.
There's no musicals in the musical or comedy category. I feel like this is, this happens a bit often where it's just they'll call it musical or comedy and it's not a single musical gets in, which is just kind of insane. But that, yeah,
Some comments really quick. We got Beyond Belief saying they slept on Wake Up Dead Man. Not surprised though. Yeah, nothing for Wake Up Dead Man.
No.
Across the board, zipped and zapped to nothing.
Not even screenplay or not even like actor in a comedy or anything like that.
Or box office maybe.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not a single thing for Wake Up Dead Man.
Another comment saying it looks like Elio was just forgotten as we thought it would be.
Yeah. Elio getting in there is huge, I think. Because it's getting in there over Little Amelie and other stuff. I think Elio.
I'll read out the best picture for animated category. We got Arco, Demon Slayer, the big surprise, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, and Zootopia 2. Somehow we got ourselves confused thinking Little Amelie ended up missing, but I guess it didn't. They must have just read the name off weirdly or something.
Okay.
I know this here.
So it's In Your Dreams, I guess, that missed.
In Your Dreams missed.
So that makes a lot more sense. So really it was just Demon Slayer that surprised in that category. And I think now, I would say we should keep into consideration, but because the Oscars only 5, I think that they're just going to go with K-pop, Little Amelie, Arco, Elio, and Zootopia. I think that's going to be kind of like your 5.
Yeah. But I think Demon Hunter or Demon Slayer is that cool number 6 that is going to pop up here that doesn't pop up at the Oscars, but it could be. That would be very cool to see Oscar morning is Demon Slayer. But it would ultimately have to come to the cost of Little Amelie. It's the only one that I could see end up not popping up here, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think that any of these would miss. I think they're too strong now that they've gotten in everywhere so far. I just think that they're way too strong. I did really well on the in the supporting categories and the acting categories for the most part. Supporting actress, though, I did not have Emily Blunt getting in. That definitely was a surprise. Dwayne Johnson continuing on strong with the Smasher Machine. I think this is one of those kind of Globesy picks. I don't know if it'll lead to Oscars, but it's interesting that Dwayne Johnson gets for the Smashing Machine.
Yeah, I wonder if the Smashing Machine is just going to show up because of the fact that they split the categories, and like once they get back to just a straight up 5, is Dwayne Johnson still in there, right? I don't really know, but it's no overperformance from Sinners. For Smashing Machine, people were ready to write that thing off as totally out of the conversation. I think it's got to stick around a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it could still wind up getting other categories. Like I think, SAG does some weird stuff where they'll throw some weird curveballs, and I could see Dwayne Johnson getting like a SAG nomination there or something. We also have to be on the lookout right now. While I have Jessie Buckley still winning the Oscar, I think the person who's going to give her a run for her money is Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne has been winning critics prizes and doing stuff like winning actual major critic awards right now, and she's likely the front runner now to win Best Actress, Musical or Comedy. And so I could see this 2-horse race between Buckley and Rose Byrne now. So, well, that's which way they go.
It's a really interesting turn of events here, and I'm looking back at Jay Kelly, which missed at its final run there. Doesn't seem like a great sign for Jay Kelly. Netflix has a lot of contenders, and with Frankenstein kind of overperforming, I wonder if they're going to start pushing that really hard. Train Dreams seems like that could be their kind of like artsy push. Does Jay Kelly end up missing, or does Netflix actually end up with 3 choices for Best Picture? I don't really know if Netflix can pull off 3, right? So I start to wonder about Jay Kelly.
I think one of them is going to now be replaced with Avatar. Avatar not showing up here still doesn't scare me because so many people have not gotten a chance to watch Avatar yet. Like they didn't really do well on delivering out FYC screenings. And I think this is the same thing that happened last year with Way of Water, where Way of Water wasn't showing up a lot of places the last time. And then that all of a sudden just surprised everyone with a picture nom because it wasn't getting in anywhere else. So I think Avatar is safe. I think the Academy needs time to watch it, and then they'll nominate it. So never bet against Cameron.
Yeah, Avatar got in for a song that was not necessarily expected. Like, it was kind of expected, but it's a somewhat overperformance for them. And it also got in for the Box Office Achievement Award despite not being out yet. So what did it achieve at the box office? It hasn't been released, but congratulations.
It's projecting to achieve good at the box office. So.
Oh, okay. We give awards based on projections now, I guess. Not even actual achievements at the box office, just maybe achievements.
Yeah, just maybe achievements. It's very wild. And instead, they could have actually done a real actual box office achievement like Lilo and Stitch or something. And I forget if F1 even made it in that category, but it should have, because that was.
I think it also hurts Avatar that the Globes don't have technical categories, so it doesn't have stuff like visual effects to boost its nomination chances, right? So once you get to the Oscars and it's starting to get VFX, starting to get production design, starting to get all this stuff, that's when you start to build up to a Best Picture nomination. But it makes sense that the Golden Globes, where really it only got 1 for song, that's not necessarily enough to push something all the way up to a Best Picture nomination. Versus the Oscars, it'll have a lot more down the line.
Now, here's my question, because last year I remember we were freaking out at just how peak the Globes were being with their wins and everything. Like Challengers won score, Fernando Torres won actress. You had Sebastian Stan win actor for Different Man, and all these different, just completely out of left field picks all of a sudden that were just absolutely awesome. Do you think any of these like categories that we're reading off could like majorly surprise win here that like we just do not see coming at all?
I think you got to watch out for actress in a comedy and musical. We talked about that a little bit, but I think Rose Byrne could be a huge, good surprise here. Kate Hudson also, I think, could be a really big, fun surprise there, because Cynthia Erivo you'd think would have a shot at winning because she's the big musical performance of the year, but Wicked for Good did not do super well here. It's not doing well anywhere. So I think Rose Byrne could have that momentum of the conversation being all around her and this revelatory performance and this kind of comeback narrative for her. I think you got to look at Rose Byrne. You also got to look at Kate Hudson just having that fun kind of audience-driven performance that people are going to see in the next couple of months and really start hyping up, really start talking about, because the movie comes out pretty soon. So if the mainstream audience watches Song Sung Blue and is blown away by it, maybe Kate Hudson starts to take momentum in this category.
True. I also want to throw this out there too, that this would be a very Globesy kind of decision is that do not be surprised now after it getting Best Picture if Ethan Hawke wins for Best Picture musical or for actor musical comedy. I could see a surprise of like Ethan Hawke getting in or getting that victory and such, because people have been raving about his performance, saying it's like a career best performance, such like that, and it is one of his best performances he's ever given. So I could see something like that happening. I also could see, if they're like kind of more international, I think a surprise here that you could see is possibly sentimental value in screenplay, or you could see a surprise of like Inga Ibsdottir for sentimental value. Now that Wicked didn't get into Best Picture, I am not confident Ariana Grande wins supporting actress here.
No, I think supporting actress is definitely up for grabs. And you have people like Amy Madigan, you have a momentum of a conversation around her. Was really kind of a crazy performance. Everyone talked about it walking out of the movie saying, oh man, Amy Madigan, that was a crazy one. But at the same time, Wicked did get in for both of its original songs, which you weren't really thinking was going to happen. So I think it's still possible Ariana Grande will clear this category and take it home. But you got to be a little nervous for Wicked at this point. How does it miss a musical category, right?
But it gets 2 songs in. That just is like ridiculous to me. When it gets 2 songs in, how does it miss for a musical category? I mean, we'll have to see, because this could also be the first win that Tiana Taylor gets. Yeah, and that could be big for the Globes and for Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, that category is Emily Blunt for The Smashing Machine, Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, Ariana for Wicked.
Oh shit.
Inga for Sentimental Value as well, Amy Madigan for Weapons, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another.
Oh, so who missed then?
Who missed? Let's check. That was close to the 6 right there. People kind of got that category.
Okay. Yeah. All right, then that's. Oh wait, did Gwyneth Paltrow miss?
Yeah, no Gwyneth Paltrow.
That was it. Yeah. So Elle Fanning did make it in, and Gwyneth Paltrow missed. Shit, dude. I think I'm about to take Gwyneth Paltrow now out of my Oscars, because she missed that Critics' Choice. She didn't get in at all there, and she missed at the Golden Globes. Like, I think I'm about to take her out, unless she shows back up again at like SAG or something. Then I can put her back in, but I'm gonna have to take her out for right now, because that's just kind of crazy. I'm starting to think that maybe the 5 are just going to be like Ariana, Elle Fanning, Inga, Tiana Taylor, and Amy Madigan. That might be the 5 that we end up getting at the Oscars.
Marty Supreme ended up with 3 nominations today for Best Actor for Timothy, Best Motion Picture, and Screenplay.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
did not make it in for Director.
Did not make it in for Director, which is kind of crazy considering they got into other really major categories. But I didn't have it into Director. I kind of expected them to miss it for the more international type of stuff. And, you know, you had Guillermo del Toro take that Josh Safdie spot. So
I really wonder about Del Toro as a sleeper to win this category, to be honest. Everyone's ready to hand this thing out to PTA, and I think it's ultimately going to be PTA's Oscar or PTA's Golden Globe as well. But I think maybe there's a chance. You know, international voting body, everybody loves Del Toro. Everybody kind of loved Frankenstein. It was a big, popular, well-received movie. I think if one battle is going to sweep like all of its categories, maybe they end up giving Frankenstein this one. Maybe they're like, we love Del Toro enough, we're going to give you the director win.
Maybe. I could also see a world where maybe Jafar Panahi ends up taking this just for the narrative alone, and like what's been happening lately with, you know, him being arrested again and banned from leaving Iran and all of this shit that's been happening to him. So I could see kind of a vote for like a kind of a revenge vote or something for Jafar Panahi to win director, and he is beloved international director. So I see that.
I have a comment coming in here from Malcor saying Wicked for Good could have been just outside the 6. They could see Ariana Grande maybe getting supporting while Cynthia wins Best Song. She could still win if the Globes really loved her.
Yeah, no, she could. I'm not ready to rule her out yet. I'm just thinking that I'm not as confident going into the Globes now and such. I was going in confident that Ariana for sure is going to win, and now like that confidence has been altered a little bit after seeing it not make it in the picture. So
you want to hear some total breakdowns for some of the movies that got the most nominations this morning?
Sure.
One Battle After Another took home 9 nominations, the top contender between TV and movies. Sentimental Value at 8, just narrowly behind One Battle. That's a very good performance, Sentimental Value today.
Very good. I thought that would do extremely well.
Sinners got 7.
Yeah.
Hamnet got 6. Frankenstein and Wicked both got 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Those are our top contenders.
Nice. Maybe I initially had Hamnet winning Best Picture Drama, and I still have it winning, but like, I'm not going to be surprised now if they just love Sentimental Value at the Globes, because it seems like they did, and Sentimental Value ends up taking Best Picture Drama.
I think Sentimental Value has that appeal of what feels like a real movie. It feels like a very character-driven, very slow, methodical movie. Not about big plot twists, not about big revelations, not even like big monologues or anything like that. It's a very slow build kind of movie, and I can see them wanting to celebrate that over something like Hamnet that is great, but is definitely in your face with the emotion and really in your face with the score and really telling me how to feel all the time throughout the whole movie. And I could see Sentimental Value taking off because it feels more hands-off and it feels more like, a Criterion built kind of like filmic movie. So I could see it being really, really good, especially at an international branch or international voting body like this, having an international group of actors, an international script. Feels like that could be a setup for a win here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then also Sinners doing that well with 7 is just showing you how strong Sinners is. I was surprised Saku. I kind of had her on the outskirts to possibly get a nomination because she got in at Critics' Choice. She won the Gotham. I was thinking, what if the Globes went down that same trend? They didn't go with her, but the fact that Sinners has 7 here just shows that film is very strong, and that could surprise in some places that we're not expecting as well.
Wagner Moura solidifying himself, I think, in that conversation very, very hard today.
He is going to win. I'm very confident that he is taking home Best Actor Drama, because the thing is, even if people want to keep on saying this is Timothée Chalamet's year to win the Oscar, Wagner Moura in a separate category this time, and I think he is going to win for his category. And I'm not 100% confident. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen Marty Supreme yet. That's one of the ones I still have to catch up on. But I'm sight unseen. I am not confident in Marty Supreme. I think that this is a movie that is going to get a lot of nominations, but I'm not confident in Timothée Chalamet because everyone's all like, "Oh, this is for sure winning." But how many times have we had that conversation pop up for Timmy? Like, we've had that conversation pop up for Timmy several times, and then he loses. I just am not ready to say that he's going to win yet. When you have a performance like Wagner Moura, I would go see that at a film festival, and an actor is big when just his name pops up in the credits and everyone erupts in applause. It's just like, so he is huge. And then Leonardo DiCaprio is in a Best Picture frontrunner, stuff like that. So I'm not 100% confident in Timothy yet. I have to see more wins.
Yeah, Timothy may end up getting that front runner syndrome where he's been at the front too long. The whole year essentially has been, oh, it's Timothy's award, it's Timothy's award. So all that really does is set you up for someone to come in and knock you out, right? If Nomura has that drive, everyone's saying how great it is. Just like you said, people are singing it at the film festivals and they're clapping just for him. They're coming out of it saying this is the stand-up performance of the year. You got to nominate this guy. And I think that momentum is enough to come in and knock out a front runner. It's enough to come in and say, yeah, Timothy, we'll nominate you another time. You know, I'm sure he'll get nominated, but we'll give you a win another time. You know, he'll be nominated every year for the next decade. We can give him a win some other day. And that's, you know, maybe Timothy Chalamet ends up going down that Leonardo DiCaprio path where every single time they're like, we'll get you next time, Tim. We'll get you next time, buddy. And then he just ends up being baited for a few more years. You know, I think that's very possible for just more exciting performances, stuff like Wagner Moore, where they got the momentum, they got all this conversation. Maybe he gets the win just out of that.
Maybe. We got an interesting comment here from Simplistic Grace. Good to see you here. Says Neon swept the table with language films. LOL. What if I started joking with my friends? All right. This is a joke I was making. I wasn't being serious. And now I maybe should be serious. I was making a joke saying, what if Neon gets all 5 at the Oscars? And now that joke might become a reality because it's just like we have no other choice. Minimal value, Secret Agent. It was just an accident. Sarat getting in here. That's 5. And then we have the voice of Hind Rajab. I just don't see a scenario where those first 5 miss. So I just think Neon's going to get all 5, which is going to be insane.
Yeah, Neon really went hard with the international feature this year. They were like, we're getting one of these Oscars, God damn it, or we're going to make it happen. So they really focus on international. I think, honestly, too, they see the change in the conversation. Like, it used to be a big accomplishment for, like, one international movie to get into Best Picture. It'd be like, okay, what's our one non-English movie that's going to come out and get Best Picture this year? And now it's really changing. We're going to see, like, 2 or 3 international features get into Best Picture this year. Neon recognizes that, and I think they're doing a really good job filling in that gap. Neon, everyone talks about A24 as like the leading indie studio and all that kind of stuff, but it's been Neon showing up at the Oscars. It's been Neon, you know, sweeping these categories. It's been Neon who's getting the actual, you know, top of the city awards here.
Oh yeah, no, like name me whenever the last time that an A24 film won picture. Like with Neon, we had like a Nora win picture last year. We had Parasite win Best Picture. You know, it's just like Neon surprised. They made history with the first international film to ever win Best Picture. So
I have an interesting analysis coming in right now from Daniel Arkin at NBC. I want to give him credit for this. He right now just wrote an article saying Neon conquers the film categories. Neon got 21 total nominations at the Golden Globes.
oh my God, that's just that goes to show how strong Neon's doing this year. That's really crazy. I was disappointed to not see Park Chan show up in a director or screenplay, but even if it misses director or screenplay at the Oscars, as long as it gets into international or some other category with Park Chan-wook, I will be happy, just because it's like he needs to have his time, and I think finally that time is about to come.
Simplistic Grace agrees that Neon's getting off 5.
Oh yeah,
I think so too. Melkor says if Neon swept the table at the Globe, it's possible that 5 out of the 6 get into the Oscars, unless there is some kind of outside move that comes out of nowhere. And I said it, and we looked at the category when they read off the nominations. I was like, your Oscar 5 is in here. There's not really room at this point for a big surprise. When you look down the list, there's stuff that is pretty good, stuff that like maybe has some little low shot, but there's a pretty clear 5, I think, at this point, and it's going to be a neon category. You know, maybe they'll get one other movie in there just to not make it be a neon sweep, but looks like it's going to be a neon sweep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a neon sweep too. The only two now that are remotely in contention is The Voice of Hind Rajab after getting the Globe here, and one called Baleen, which got in, I think, at the Spirit Awards and at the Critics' Choice Awards. So that's just showing you how strong, you know, Amazon and MGM are trying to push that movie. But I just think that no matter how strong they try to push that, I think Neon's just been pushing these 5 too strongly. And you just look at the narratives here, like there's no way Cinema Value misses because that's in picture. There's no way It Was Just an Accident misses because that's in picture. There's no way that Secret Agent misses because that's going to be getting an actor nomination and such, and so, and then Surat, like, I just don't think there's a narrative where that misses now. And then No Other Choice, I mean, maybe that one could miss, but like I just don't see it. I think that all 5 are making it in.
It's a great year for Neon. It's just like a great win for them. They picked some great stuff this year, man.
They did. I was very surprised Secret Agent didn't get into picture. I had it in on the outside looking in for picture. I had Train Dreams in, but I was thinking, because apparently a large part of the Golden Globes voting body is Brazilian. So I was thinking, oh, that might make the Secret Agent get in for picture, but they did not go with that. So
I was reading that a lot of people give credit to certain like groups. Oh, Brazilians are gonna like manifest this nomination to the Golden Globes, so they're gonna put it all at number 1 and it's gonna get in. But I guess when you are nominating at the Golden Globes, it doesn't matter what order you're putting it in. Like a number 1 pick is the same as a number 6 pick. It's just a pick, right? So you can't really like will your way into something being at the top by having a bunch of people put it at number 1, because the number 1 really is as valuable as number 6 or number 5 or number 4. You're just gonna get on the list, right? It's gonna be different when nominations or when the wins come along and you only get to pick 1, right? So that's when I think these momentum things matter a lot more, because if everyone who wants to vote for
it did get into picture drama. I missed that. Oh fuck. So it did get into picture drama. Okay. That did when they announced that, I must have missed that. But
I have a question that Malcor is also having a question about. Is Nouvelle Vague eligible for international feature at the Oscars?
What I think it is, when I looked it up, I thought it was, but I also think France might have gone with It Was Just an Accident. I'll double check that, but
I would think that they would, but it's an interesting question. I really love Nouvelle Vague. It'll be fun to see that end up showing up at the Oscars unexpectedly, because I did not expect that to show up here, and I was really happy to see it. Really love that. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The Making of Breathless, a film bro classic. You know, we watched that in film school so many times, and you get a lot of nice little Easter eggs, and reminds you why the French New Wave is such a cool moment in film history, man. Rule breaking and groundbreaking and changed everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think okay, so they ended up going with It Was Just an Accident as France's submission. So
no Nouvelle Vague. At least not in that category. I wouldn't think anywhere else, but maybe.
Not in that category, but we could see it show up maybe a few places, because I was very pleasantly surprised at the Independent Spirit Awards that Zoe Deutsch showed up for supporting performance. And so that all of a sudden is starting to really pick up some steam here. And maybe you'll see Nouvelle Vague get like a lone cinematography nom. Maybe you'll see it get like a lone supporting actress nom or something like that. We'll have to see. But
anything else you want to bring up here? Any movies?
They love Richard Linklater, bro. Like, they love Richard Linklater getting in 2 of his films for picture.
That's pretty funny. Double nomination.
Double nominate. He is a happy man today. Jeez. But yeah, in terms of everything, we basically, I do want to say it's interesting that everyone was talking about whether Sorry Baby was going to be in comedy or drama, because apparently there was rumors, but like no one could find it online. It was like just a rumor that Sorry Baby was being submitted for drama, and then we got confirmation today that it was for drama, and Eva Victor ends up taking that final slot. I had Jodie Foster because the Globes have loved Jodie Foster ever since she was a kid, and it was just like, oh, let's nominate Jodie Foster. But that was kind of the more old Globes kind of thing, so it doesn't shock me that the new Globes went with Eva Victor, and I think that's a really inspired choice. I'm really happy about
That category has a lot of interesting choices. You obviously have Jessie Buckley, who's the leading contender here, but you have Jennifer Lawrence from Die My Love, Renee Reinsve from Sentimental Value, Julia Roberts, After the Hunt, Tessa Thompson from Hedda. Like, there's at least 3 or 4 in there that are just like not going to show up at the Oscars, but like that's the reason I like seeing the Globes split the categories like this, because people like Tessa Thompson and Julia Roberts and Jennifer Lawrence, and especially Eva Victor, I don't think they're going to be at the Oscars, but they get a shot to be up here and get a nomination and, you know, go to the party.
Yeah, I think only 2 of those are going to be at the Oscars of the drama actress category, but still going to be a great time for everyone involved in that category. And the fact that, you know, Julia Roberts still could get in there, despite the film not being good, goes to show how strong her performance is. I was predicting for a while, and then I took her out once the controversy hit, Sydney Sweeney, and for the Globe, because I just thought like, oh, that's the type of performance that gets in here, but then it bombed hard, and it just was like the kind of film I just was like, yeah, this doesn't seem like it's going to get in with the controversy and with how badly it bombed. In
a different year where people weren't so heated about certain things, I think she could make it in. She's very good in it.
She is very good.
Any other final thoughts? We've been going for an hour now on the
nomination. Not really. I think we've basically covered everything here that we could cover. I'm really excited to see how this will affect the Oscars. You know, the Globes are starting to become more in line with the Oscars now. So we'll see what happens. Will Blue Moon surprise and be that 10th slot that we're not expecting? Will there be other things that sneak in there that we're not expecting now, like possibly like a secret agent in picture because of it getting into drama here, you know, stuff like that. So we'll just have to look and see and update our predictions now. And
I gotta go pull up my app and start swapping some stuff, you know. Maybe I gotta yank Wicked out of that 10. We'll see how I'm feeling.
I know, right? So this changes up a lot of stuff for us guys, but let us know down below what you guys are all thinking of the nominations for the Golden Globe Awards. Do y'all like these nominations? Do y'all think that they're kind of duds? How many did y'all get right? Let us know. Love to hear your thoughts. And I think the Oscars 5 for Best Actress will mostly be on the comedy side. I could see that. Yeah, that's going to mostly be that, and then it'll be 2 for drama. Yeah, for more awards coverage, guys, this is huge now. We're in the heat of award season. So for a bunch more awards coverage, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to just keep on talking all things Oscars, SAGs, Globes, Critics' Choice, all sorts of the big precursors and everything. So be on the lookout for that and much, much more. We will see you all in the next one. Until then, stay golden, my friends, and keep on watching this video.